call is now being recorded.
Yes. All right.
And we're live.
It's working now.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what do you want to talk about?
Well, what is our first topic? Are you able to see that? Because I can't look at my topics, I guess, unless I go to like a speakerphone thingy and start looking.
Sure, you can do that.
Okay.
I know that you said like drug hype terms or street drug terms.
Yeah. I mean, like, well, you and I have spent quite a lot of time sort of dabbling with different substances in different places, and we've sort of experienced all the different shady people that could sell us those substances, and I thought it would be interesting to talk about sort of like different terms and things we've heard people say. Just funny stories maybe, or trends, but I don't know.
Oh,
to you.
Sure. I mean, what I have in front of me is an alphabetical listing of drug street terms. Like
yes. Please read some of those to me.
Like, let's see. An airhead is a marijuana user. I've never heard that one before.
No, that's. I mean, I know hophead. I know, pothead, of course. Dopehead.
Or an amp. An amp joint is a marijuana cigarette laced with some form of narcotic.
That sounds.
Hey man, you want an amp joint?
Hey man, I got this fire joint going right here. What's in it? It's amped. It's got amped.
I don't know.
It's got a little amp.
Oh man. Yeah.
I used to have this. When I first got back from Heritage, and I used to go out to Santa Monica Pier and sort of that park area above the pier, Pacific Park or whatever it is. I used to meet this black guy there named Junior, who had just gotten out of prison, and been in for like 10 years, and he had a wife who was like this huge white woman, and she had just got out of prison. She had just got out of prison too, and he had one eye, and he would sort of like look not at you when he would talk to you, so it was like really tough to sort of like kind of get a feel for what he was trying to say, but he would always go, yeah, I got the fire, I got the bulb, I got the fire, it's a flame, yeah. And like, if you like question, but is it any good? You go, shee.
Oh my gosh. Oh, here's a good one.
Okay.
Zoomers. It's an individual who sells fake crack and then flees.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want to watch out for them. Watch out for them Zoomers.
Man, that's
fake
really
crack
Zoomer.
and then flee.
Yeah, don't go in that corner. He got that Zoomer.
Yeah.
Is that spelled S? Is that spelled ZOOMER?
Yeah, like zoom, like you're gonna zoom down the street. Zoomers.
Well, yeah,
but zoom away.
The ER part is the most. The ER part is the most important part. So that clearly was made up by a white guy getting robbed by a black guy, or
this list is horrible.
Yeah, this is not a good list at all.
No, but it's not a good list at all.
No,
it's a horrible list.
Okay, well, should we move on?
No,
or
I think we should still talk more about. I think we should still talk more about the bad drug list.
Okay, cool.
Because we what we do have. We have editing. Editing is great. Editing is a fantastic thing.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. It is. I don't know what else to say.
That actually,
editing is very important.
Yeah, it's really important. I didn't think of it like that. Yeah, I didn't think of it like...
So this isn't live. You can,
right.
play
with it. Yeah.
Right. So I'd say maybe like like it depends. Well, it depends on the quality of the discourse.
For sure.
If we're just like fumbling around, but there's some cool shit in there, then I can pull that out and and make it sound better than it really is.
And you could also add effects to things too, like
I can add effects. Yeah.
Magic Marcus.
That sounds horrible. Like a steerer. What? As opposed to a zoomer, a steerer is a person who directs customers to spots for buying crack.
Ah.
Hey man, where's the steerer at? Like, is that really a thing?
They used to have these guys. Yeah, because they used to have these guys in London who did that too. It's a really interesting method of doing it. And like you go to Camden Market and you walk across the bridge, like on the street, and there'd be these guys that were sort of looking and nodding their head at people and trying to get people to kind of get attention.
They were looking and nodding their head.
Yeah.
And like the people that knew better, like knew what that meant.
Yeah, exactly. And those who didn't,
he was just like, look at that friendly person.
So you get pulled into that, and they sort of say, weed or crack, mate, weed or crack, and then from there you would be directed to somebody who was sitting down by the river, like in viewpoint of the bridge, who was sitting down by the river, and that person was the holder and the distributor. So yeah, I guess.
Maybe there's a better drug dealer. What did you write? You wrote something like drug dealer hype terms, or?
Yeah, I think so.
It was really interesting what
came up.
It was, your headline was more interesting than what I found. So hold on.
Right.
Let me type that in exactly. And we have drug slang definition from the Baxter County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah.
Where's Baxter County? Well, that looks just as bad. It's the same damn list. It's the same thing. Oh, but there's no zoomers on this one. YOLO is cocaine. Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yo. I think yay. I've never heard yo.
There you go. Yeah, there's Zoomer. There he is. Zoomer. The individual who sells fake crack and then flees. What's going on here? Where's Baxter County? Let's find out where Baxter County is.
Yeah, I want to know that too. It's got to be in Florida, right? Somewhere in the South. Florida. Alabama or Florida?
I mean, come on. There's probably several, but Arkansas. It's in Arkansas. In Mountain Home, Arkansas. That sounds really bad.
I won't go there.
Baxter County. Well, let's find out more about Baxter County, Arkansas. Okay. Baxter County is a county in the U.S. state of Arkansas. They have a population of 41,513 in the 2010 census. And, and they came up with the drug term list. Yeah. All right. The racial makeup of Baxter County is 96% non-Hispanic white.
Right.
0.16% black. 0.56% Native Americans, 0.41% Asians, and 1.25% Hispanic or Latino. So they would know better.
Yep.
There
are two Asian families that live in that community, and they run the dry cleaner and the Chinese takeout. That's
right. And then there's some 10 Mexican dudes working at the car wash.
Yep. Or
something
mowing lawns.
Well, I think there'd be like 40. There's like 40. There's 40. There'd be like 40 Mexican dudes in the whole city.
Yeah.
Out of Out of 41,000. Wow, that's interesting. Wow. They got so much popularity. Their drug list got so much popularity. Like maybe they were the only ones who did it.
Right.
And here's okay. How about drug slang and signs your loved one is using?
What? Say that again?
Drug slang and other signs your loved one may be abusing drugs.
Ooh.
Drug slang. Okay.
Tells you may be dating an addict.
Oh, you know what? Check it out. I bet you can guess what's going on with this drug slang list. I bet you can guess. It's the same list.
No, I can't.
It's the same list. Oh, Zoomers. Individuals who sell fake crack and then flee blood. This is flee blood.
Moses came down from the mountain. Then Moses. Yeah.
Moses. Yeah. You ever
heard of Moses came. Zombie weed?
Yeah.
No.
It's weed dipped in PCP. Yeah.
Rise from your grave.
Man. That Baxter County. This is very interesting. Like, I know that really we were looking at drug slang and, the terms that are used on the street, so to speak. So for everything I've looked at, every list, and I've looked at a few, they're all the same list from Baxter County, Arkansas.
That's so strange.
What's really going on?
That's really creepy. That's not possible. What, do they own all of these terms? Did they buy them or something?
I don't know. It's weird because all these different websites, whether they're drug treatment center websites or let's see what else, right? Urban Dictionary? No. The same list as there is in the Urban Dictionary too?
No.
That can't be right.
What is going on?
I think we've gone down the rabbit hole.
Alice.
Wow.
Huh.
That's very weird.
Creepy.
Super creepy. Well, that may kind of creep me out. Yeah, let's move on.
Okay.
That's too weird. Maybe you have to revisit that, but that seems to be like a dead end. Dead end.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's look for all the cool drug terms that the kids are using these days. All those kids on the street. And where did it come from? Baxter County, Arkansas.
So strange. It's funny though. It's funny though because you know Mina. I bet Mina is pretty close to there, right? Because Mina is where they were flying in all the drugs from the cartel.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's where Barry Seal was flying in all the drugs. They were landing at Mina, Arkansas Airport, and it was near there that those two kids were found dead by the railway, and they think that they possibly found something that fell out of one of Barry's planes, and they were murdered. And Clinton even blocked the reopening of that case about the kids.
Oh wow! I just pulled something up. It's called "The Crimes of Mina," the suppressed article. Right. This is the article which had been scheduled to appear in the Washington Post. After having cleared the legal department for all possible questions of inaccurate statements, the article was scheduled for publication when, just as the presses were set to roll, Washington Post managing editor Bob Kaiser, like George Bush, a member of the infamous Skull and Bones fraternity, killed the article without explanation. According to the sidebar, which appeared with the Penthouse magazine version of this story, Bob Kaiser refused to even meet with Sally Denton and Roger Morris, hiding in his office while his secretary made excuses. And then, it talks about Barry Seal, gunrunner, drug trafficker, and covert CIA operative extraordinaire. And then
that guy was
right.
That guy was a real cowboy, man. Real cowboy.
Yeah. So, wow, that's a lot to get into.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's find out. Mina to
Baxter.
Mountain Home. The Mountain Home is the city, the county seat of Baxter County. So let's see where they are in relation to each other. They're 221 miles from each other. Interesting. Mina is right on the border of Oklahoma, and Mountain Home is right on the border of Missouri. So it's on like opposite sides of the state, but not very far from each other. It's like a 4-hour drive.
Yeah, but we're talking about borders, right? I mean, borders are kind of important in drug trafficking, correct?
Well, sure. I mean, so Mina is legitimately important in the drug trafficking world, obviously.
Yeah.
So, and that's all like, big time, political. But then we have the Mountain Home drug list, where people are talking about Zoomers and zombie weed and Woolas. What was it? The Woolas. That was the marijuana cigar dipped in malt liquor. Yo, give me one of those Woolas.
Hey, you got a Woola? Got one of the Woolas? Yeah.
I don't understand why anyone would want to do that. Obviously, you couldn't smoke it while it was wet with malt liquor. That's not going to work.
Or could you?
I don't think so.
Huh.
Now I'm really curious about Mountain Home. Sounds like a scary place anyway. Just the name.
Yeah.
Like, it just sounds like really frightening.
Yeah.
I'm looking up their Mountain Home drug problem. Check that out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a Narcotics Anonymous meeting, Arkansas Drug Rehab, The Texarkana Gazette. Well, it's pretty quiet.
Huh.
How do I lose belly fat in 2 weeks?
What?
How do I lose belly fat in 2 weeks? That is the, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is the 9th item when you search for Mountain Home, Arkansas drug problem.
Do me a favor and search for Mountain, whatever it's called, conspiracy.
Mountain Home, Arkansas conspiracy?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thomas Garrett, Mountain View plot revealed and other conspiracies out of the Baxter Bulletin. This is from March 25th, 2014.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, I wish I could say, I've got to save this. You remember the picture of Randy Shackelford?
Yeah.
There's a picture of Randy Shackelford.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
But he's using a different name.
No.
It's got to be the same guy. He's calling himself Thomas Garrett in this article, but
he's a doppelganger for Shackelford.
It's the same guy, man. It's really the same guy.
I feel like
okay,
we are.
I want to read this article.
Yeah,
I want to read this article because it's pretty short, but okay. So Thomas Garrett, Thomas Garrett is the opinion page editor of the Baxter Bulletin out of Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Yeah.
And the headline is Mountain View plot revealed and other conspiracies. Well, the UN is at it again.
Oh, God.
Okay. I can't even, okay. Well, the UN is at it again. According to Secure Arkansas, it is trying to take over Mountain View under the guise of the Arkansas Heritage Department, which proposed designating part of the town as a historic district. I don't know about you, but to me, nothing screams UN takeover as much as the State Heritage Department, charged with preserving Arkansas's history, trying to preserve a town's history and heritage. According to Secure Arkansas, it is all supposed to be a part of the nefarious Agenda 21 plot, the UN blueprint for world domination. What the UN wants is a few buildings.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
You just wanted me to stop right now.
I'm out.
How is that even possible? So
basically, you want me to wrap myself in tinfoil and believe it's all starting in this fucking shitty place in Arkansas.
Okay.
What?
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. This guy doesn't believe it. This is a satirical article about how ridiculous that is.
Okay.
Because it says the one thing here, further down, it says only one thing is missing from all this: proof. I guess I've lived too close to Missouri for too long because I want someone to show me where these FEMA camps are, show me the IRS ammo dumps, show me proof anyone anywhere in America is confiscating guns, and show me the Homeland Security tanks and armored fighting vehicles. I've seen a couple of stories about local police departments getting surplus armored vehicles from the military, although other than there being conversation pieces, the only reason the department gets them is because they were free.
Yeah, I remember all of this when this was going on. There were like all these people filming like tanks being moved around the country and stuff, and like military stuff. and they were sort of calling it like the end of times, and sort of this is it. They're moving stuff. Things are going on now. You know, they're setting up for something. But really, what was going on is they just built far too many of these things, and they were either moving them to a dump yard or they were moving them to a police station. You know?
Right. So this final paragraph is pretty great. It says,
yeah,
people need to be more discerning in what they accept as facts. Just because somebody says the UN is trying to take over Mountain View, or the federal government is ready to take your guns and throw you in a concentration camp, doesn't make it so. And if they're willing to share what they know for a price, spend your money on a novel instead. You'll get more value and entertainment for your money that way. All right. Wow. This guy, Thomas Garrett's fighting back. And he's fighting mad. He's probably dead by now. This was, 4 years ago. So.
And he is Rusty, and he is Randy Shackelford. So yeah. Totally.
Right. So, rest in peace, Thomas Garrett.
Randy Shackelford.
AKA Randy Shackelford.
Yes, in peace.
Wow. We're gonna have to look at the crimes of Mina, I think, later, because it's a pretty long article here.
It's worth reading.
Who knew that a dumb list of drug terms would lead to a suppressed story about that haunts the reputations of three presidents, Reagan, Bush, and Clinton?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Pretty deep shit, man. Okay, so should we move on?
Yeah, what's going on with Charlie Sheen these days?
Charlie Sheen update. Charlie Sheen AIDS update. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at what's going on with Charlie Sheen here. Charlie Sheen. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get there. Let's see. Charlie Sheen owes almost $5 million in unpaid taxes. Charlie Sheen has reportedly racked up nearly $5 million in unpaid taxes, according to court documents obtained by The Blast. The actor star owes $4.96736.31 in back taxes for the year 2015. The federal tax lien was filed on February 18th, per the documents. In 2010, Sheen was the highest paid TV star, racking up $1.8 million per episode of 2.5 Men in January of 2011. The CBS sitcom went on hiatus when Sheen entered rehab shortly afterwards. Winning, the actor was fired from the show after a public meltdown that included insulting creator Chuck Lorre. The next season, Sheen's character Charlie Harper was killed off and replaced by Ashton Kutcher, who went on to play billionaire businessman Walden Schmidt until the show concluded in 2015. Sheen, 52, starred in FX Anger Management from 2012 to 2014, according to The Hollywood Reporter. He earned a fraction of per episode money he made at 2.5 Men's height. In February, Sheen listed his Beverly Hills estate for $9,999,999. The expansive Mediterranean-style home is located in the gated community of Mulholland Estates and features 8,932 square feet of living space, including 7 bedrooms and 7 baths. Sheen has largely remained under the radar in recent years after going public with his HIV diagnosis in November 2015. Charlie Sheen has AIDS, yeah! So that's the Charlie Sheen update.
So he put his mansion on the market for the random price of $9,999,999. What? $9,999,999.
Winning!
That's random. That's pretty random. He's pretty random.
He's quite random.
He is a warlock, though, so that has something to do with it, right?
Adonis DNA.
Is that right? Does he call himself a warlock?
Yeah, I think he did call himself a warlock at one point, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here's one of the features of this house, if you're in the market.
Yeah.
It has a master suite with its own dumbwaiter for snacks from the kitchen.
Ooh.
A screening room, and a wet bar complete with bar stools, neon signage, and a cigarette machine. However, he won't be sleeping in his Beverly Hills home much longer if all goes according to plan. He's just listed the 7-bedroom, 7-bath mansion in Mulholland Estates for the curious price of $9,999,999. That's over $9,000.
Over $9,000. Over $9,000.
He bought the place in 2006 for $7,200,000.
Yeah.
So if he sells it, he'd be making a nice profit.
Not much, though. I mean, $2 million to Charlie Sheen kind of goes up his nose in 5 minutes.
That's true, because he was making like that much per episode, right? I mean,
True. Really nothing.
No takers on the mansion.
No.
It's lovely. I'm looking at pictures.
Sure.
Of it. It's really a beautiful place.
Yeah.
It's at least from poolside, it's quite nice.
Is there a view?
There's only one picture here.
Oh.
And it's just actually, you know what? It looks like an artist rendering. It's not even I don't even think that's the real house. That's not even the real house, man.
Oh, man.
It's a painting. That's not cool.
That's not cool at all.
No, so, so he has a tax problem.
Yeah.
And he's also being sued by all his goddesses, right?
Yeah, but I'm sure
he gave AIDS to?
I'm sure he's fine with that, though. I mean, he was wearing those goatskin condoms, remember?
Right, but they still contracted, didn't some of them, get sick too? Right?
I don't know if that's been confirmed yet. I don't know.
Well, hey, here's good news.
Yeah?
Corey Haim's mom, the late, great Corey Haim, his mom, says that Charlie Sheen never touched my son. So that's good.
Yep.
We
good.
know that. That is good. I mean, because God forbid Charlie Sheen touches her son.
Yeah, I kind of knew that rumor was because there was this rumor because there was this rumor about Haim getting butt raped by Sheen under the bleachers after some filming or something, but I don't think it was true. It was a horrible rumor.
Judy Haim tells The Blast her son never made her aware of a single sexual assault allegation against Charlie Sheen, and only spoke of a single incident with one aggressor who was not Sheen.
Yeah.
Not is capitalized. Not Sheen.
Not Sheen.
Oh, good. She's pulled this to Dr. Oz, which is great. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Well, that woman is a piece of shit too.
His mom?
Yeah.
Really? She looks like a horrible person.
Well, I mean, who the fuck lets their kid become a child star and then get raped? I mean, clearly he was being left at people's houses and sort of left alone constantly.
Right. Sure, that's not okay.
And, one of the things that Sean Austin talked about was the appalling, lack of parental supervision on the set of The Goonies. with Heyman Feldman, and just how there was no one there watching them at all. You know?
Right. Speaking of Feldman, he's did you hear this like recently? Like what's going on with him?
Well, he got stabbed, right?
Well, he's claiming to have been stabbed. It's all very unclear, like what's going on here. It seems quite. Well, it just seems strange because normally you don't have to claim that you've been stabbed.
Yeah,
like it's not really something that, like other people, like I guess other people would claim it for you. Like, hey, like Corey Sheen. Hey, that's a faux pas. Corey Sheen has been stabbed. Who is Corey Sheen?
Next on ET, who is Corey Sheen?
Oh my gosh.
I think here's my problem with Feldman. Okay, can I talk about this? Because I've been following this quite closely.
Right, so, he's on our Twitter feed.
Right. So here's the thing, right? The thing with Feldman is, if you wanted someone to come forward to expose this massive pedophile ring that's clearly being covered up in Hollywood,
right,
you wouldn't want it to be Corey Feldman. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, his credibility is a little lacking.
He's probably the worst representation of who you want to expose this. And it's making everyone else look shitty. In the meantime, no Hollywood reporter will touch these stories at the moment for fear that they won't get other sources.
Right.
And so this is a debacle because there's a huge story bubbling here. And clearly there's a lot of shit that's been going on that no one's been seeing. So,
sure.
There's this whole Dan Schneider thing, and it's really bothering me. I didn't want to bring this up until next week, but I might as well bring it up now because it sort of ties in. Do you know Dan Schneider?
No.
So Google Dan Schneider.
Okay. It's all kind of been these stories like this have been kind of usurped lately with all of the bizarre Nexium stuff, which is well, we can talk about that after this guy, the TV producer, right?
Yeah.
Dan Schneider, that guy.
That guy.
Oh, that guy, huh? Wow. Okay.
So in 2014, this gamer kid who has sort of a high follower YouTube channel goes on his YouTube channel and starts ranting about Dan Schneider, you know, and saying, "Listen, if I hear about you attacking another teenage girl again, you know, I'm gonna come down there and I'm gonna kick your ass." You know, that was our first sort of like peek at this and hint that something was up. So this guy was hosting pool parties unsupervised with multiple, you know, like with groups of kids, you know.
Okay.
And,
all right.
And was basically running the show at Nickelodeon.
Yeah. From head of the class to head of Nickelodeon, huh?
Yeah.
See, because that's where I recognize it from, that stupid show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Now Nickelodeon has already had like, so you can tie 4 guys who worked at Nickelodeon during that time who have been busted for child assault. And so what was going on there was clearly a net. So you can tie 4 guys who worked at Nickelodeon during that time who have been busted for child assault. And so what was going on there was clearly a network and a ring, and having their pick of the kids at the pool party.
I see. Wow. It's crazy.
It's pretty dark, man.
Yeah.
And it's been swept because you can see that Nickelodeon quietly got rid of him. And it's kind of been...
You know what? I looked up his Wikipedia page, and there's nothing even on his wiki about it. Like, which is...
Okay, well...
There's no...
Okay, so go Dan Schneider and then click the news search button.
Well, I'm looking
you'll
at
get articles.
Well, I'm looking at a report on Deadline about how Nickelodeon parts ways with Dan Schneider.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. All they wrote is following many conversations together about our next directions and future opportunities. Nickelodeon and our longtime creative partner Dan Schneider have agreed to not extend the current deal. That's all. That's the only statement that's been that they put up.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, but then it goes on about Schneider's been under a cloud of suspicion for the treatment of some younger stars of his shows. Among other things that have raised eyebrows are his tweeted photos of the toes of his young female stars. That's super creepy.
He had this scene with Ariana Grande where he shot her like licking her toes and like eating her toes, and this was part of the scene. And so he clearly has some like toe thing. And then also, if you look at like, I mean, granted, any child star is going to be fucked up, but if you look at Amanda Bynes, she's pretty fucked up from whatever was going on there.
Sure.
You know, and she sort of had a rough go at it once she left there. I don't know. You know, she was getting into a lot of trouble.
Oh, definitely. You know, I felt really bad about that.
Yeah.
It's weird. There's just not a whole lot.
No one will touch it, Marcus. No one wants this. No reporter wants it, and no publication will publish it. It's so fucked up. It's so quiet.
Right. So I guess like the Me Too movement doesn't apply to children.
No.
Right. Like that's like the real scandal.
That is my absolute objection with Hollywood at the moment, and how sickening it is. You're sitting in a room. You're sitting in a room talking about Me Too, Me Too, Me Too. Meanwhile, there are pedophiles that you're drinking wine with, sitting at the tables with you, shouting Me Too, too.
Right. Wow.
I don't know.
I mean, because I'm reading this a little bit in this Washington Post article.
Yeah.
He's being described as the Norman Lear of kids television and the Aaron Sorkin of tween sitcoms.
Yeah.
Teen TV's reigning champ who can't seem to touch an idea without turning into an unwieldy pile of cash for Nick. Right? Why would they?
Right. But that's Viacom though. And also like his merchandise is through the roof. You know, so he's worth so much.
Wow.
The reason this all came up, the reason this all came up though is because of the 4 people who were caught and busted who were in this circle.
Right.
there's no confirmation about this guy, but clearly there were like 4 people working on that show or on his shows who were abusing kids.
Right.
And
Right. Wow. Like it's just crazy. The article is mostly like a piece praising
sure.
his ability to like launch shows and it's all very like sparse on because the headline's like the sudden end of Dan Schneider's time at Nickelodeon where he built an empire. And then
but
the
why?
article goes on to say almost nothing, if not nothing, about why. Like it just goes on and on about all his successes and then right? It's just weird.
Yeah.
Really weird. It's really fucking weird. Whoa. And then I mean you could do searches for like just one person after another, like that would and lead you to more and more strange things regarding all the people surrounding him too.
Yes.
Right. Like what was really going on like during the head of the class years, right? Like.
Right.
With like what. Crazy.
And Downey reportedly said something about him, but it's not been confirmed that it was Downey. But Downey basically called him a monster. If you cross-reference Downey Jr. talking about Dan Schneider, you'll see the quote.
Wow. Okay. Furiously typing away.
Well done, Lucas. Well done.
All right. Okay. Okay. So he's the guy that blew the whistle, basically.
Yeah.
Is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So the Jezebel headline is Secret Celebrity Tattletale, actually Robert Downey Jr. And then there's a Reddit about why is Robert Downey Jr. believed to be an anonymous internet whistleblower. Wow. It's crazy.
It's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah. Dan Schneider, the biggest pedophile no one talks about. I just don't get it. It's very frustrating.
Yeah. It's pretty harsh, man. I mean, I can imagine there are some kids out there or some grown adults now who are very frustrated with it all, you know?
Right. So basically Nickelodeon is just giving him a pass. Saying, thanks for all the cash and you like whatever because they're people. It's not like they're people.
Yeah.
It's not like Nickelodeon. It's another person.
Yeah.
Who's making this decision. Because that gets confusing too when people talk about, oh, the company is cutting ties. Well, no, a person or a group of people had a conversation with somebody else and they're saying, we can no longer work with you, wink, wink, we know why. Thanks for all the money. Yeah. Right, and that's who's to say that that's just a front anyway, because doesn't that happen all the time? Like, I mean,
yeah,
Oh,
Sure.
sorry, we can't work with you personally. You better rename your company and get back behind the scenes. I mean, why wouldn't someone do that? Like, you know, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put the house in my mother's name, you know? Right? Like,
Right.
I don't own anything. Everything's in Uncle Junior's name. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like Trump. Like, the guy doesn't have any money of his own.
Why
Would he?
but I mean,
Why would he? Like, he just
well, also,
it's all other people's money. Right?
Also leading into WASP, like Litchfield, when the feds raided those facilities down below the border, I think, one was Samoa. Oh, no, it wasn't the feds. It was the Samoan police, and then also the Mexican authorities shut down High Impact. One of the things that was put together in his deposition was that, he didn't have any access. He didn't know where the money was. He didn't know where any of the money was, and it wasn't anywhere. It's sort of like, it's like putting it into different places and just not actually holding it for yourself. But always having it, and always somehow having access.
Sure. I mean, isn't it how much easier is life if it's not your money, but you can spend it?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, right? Like, it's just like, hey, you're just ordering stuff up that you need, like your plane or your cocaine or your hooker, and you never touch a dollar.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Very interesting. So,
do you want to move on to the next topic?
Look at poor Charlie Sheen, man. He just kind of got left in the dust here. He was like the main topic of conversation, and
I know. Well, Charlie's not actually that.
Charlie idiotic women who had unprotected sex with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Complained about HIV. Like, sure.
Hold on a second. I got to get my goat skin condom. I've just skinned a live goat, and I've got some goat skin.
They're very, very unsafe. Although, let me put this unsafe condom on.
Well, what I do is I just stick my dick into a goat, and then the goat goes into you, and we're winning.
Yeah, either they're money hungry or they're thick as bricks.
Jesus Christ. The thing is Charlie isn't near as interesting as the people who were around Charlie Sheen at that time. Like, it seems like they have more of the rabbit hole. And, like, particularly the people lurking in the background who we still don't really know the names of. Like Alfie, the Soda Pop Club guy.
Right,
and his brother.
Or Dykstra,
all
those guys, right? Like, what?
Right.
All his buddies. Because he was always really upfront about kind of what he was doing. Like, in fact, he was rather proud of it. Not really much to hide. No, so all of these other, like, associates were kind of, like, shielded from the truth by his larger-than-life statements and persona.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very easy to hide behind Charlie Sheen. Old
sure.
Chuck.
Winning.
Yeah.
Winning.
Right. Those are capital letters. Hashtag winning. Let's see what's going on.
Should we move on?
Yeah, the next thing is another like heavy duty like thing.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that. I was thinking we could pass on that till next week because I feel like this particular article isn't even relevant anymore.
Right.
So can we move on to Arnold's tricep, quintuple bicep muscle? Yeah. The Arnold.
He's thank you all for caring. We're moving forward. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very sick now. I'm not back yet, but I will be. Yeah. I thought that he was shooting triplets with Eddie Murphy, his brother, and Danny DeVito, his brother. But clearly
is that
he's
real?
in the hospital. Yeah, that's being made. Yeah. At some point.
I just want you to know that I'm feeling much better. I can't say with my positive attitude I'm great because I'm not great yet. I will be great, but not yet. Great is a totally different level, but I'm good. I feel good. Everything is fantastic.
Yeah, everything is fantastic.
That's the quote.
Yeah.
He said I'm not good, but I'm great, but I'm not great. It's like I'm good, but I'm not great. Great is a totally different level.
Hey, listen to me. Right. I'm good. I'm not great. Okay? I'm not fantastic.
Fresh in my mind, in my memory a little bit.
Yeah, my cranium, using the cranium. Yeah.
Right, playing chess.
Yeah.
We move forward. I was there in touch with you, and thank you for being such jewels. You're all jewels of the crown.
I said queen to I5. Queen to I5.
Okay, so Schwarzenegger's surgery was the result of the complications arising during a planned heart valve replacement after the original valve had been put in back in 1997 due to a congenital heart defect.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know, we never heard about. I don't recall hearing about heart surgery back in 1997.
I remember it.
I mean, maybe it was just a little blip, but.
I remember it very well. I remember his first quintuple bypass. Yeah, I'm having the first quintuple bypass.
The quintuple.
The quadruple.
It's a quadruple. They do it 4 times on each valve, yeah, because the valve is so big and meaty. They've got to do it 4 different times on each valve, so it's a quadruple quintuple.
Yeah, it needs four replacement valves. Yeah, the valves
My house is 4 valves each for each chamber. 4 valves per chamber. It's very pumped. It's not like a regular California house. It's pumped.
No, most people get the single quintuple. I'm having the quadrilateral, full flex of the muscles.
Oh my God.
4 times the power, 4 times the pain. I'm going to take the 4 valves, all 4 of them. They're going to be separated and re-put together again. For one moment, my heart will stop and I will be dead. And then I will feel the God. And then I'll come back fantastically. Model T1000 exoskeleton skin over human flesh. With 4 valves and quintuple bypass. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. It's too good. It's too good. Listen, I have my personal.
I have a major update. It feels so good to be back, and I remain so grateful for all of you for your healing thoughts.
Yeah. Listen, and I want you to know that all the nannies that are salivating for my cock will be waiting by the sidelines for when I'm ready to fuck them again. Yeah. Who's your daddy?
Remember, I'm a former Mr. Olympia in Conan and Terminator and the Governator of California. I killed the Predator. I told you I'll be back. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Who's your dad? Who's your daddy and what does he do? Yeah.
Snapchat is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm going to show you my sausage in my Snapchat. It's a kielbasa. Yeah.
Then don't ever call me a self-made man.
No.
Don't ever, what? He said that? Don't miss my commencement address at the University of Houston, and don't ever call me a self-made man.
Yeah. It's important.
Major update. I remain so grateful to all for being healing thoughts. You are the healing. He's at the R&D kitchen in Santa Monica. There he is.
Yeah, I can feel all of the healing thoughts bouncing into my body and through my quintuple bypass through all the valves. Even though my heart is a black box, I know now that I can feel you thinking about me and it feels good. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What is going on here?
Okay, I think we should move on to,
What?
oh,
What?
go on.
Finally, this was the first time I went out after my surgery. I did in my favorite place, R&D, restaurant Santa Monica. Oh, it felt so good to finally be out and not to be a prisoner of my own home anymore.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It felt so good to not be locked up in my super uber mansion with my copper in my fantastic 42 nannies who were servicing me. I am finally free.
Oh my gosh. That was cool. It was nice that we could get a quote directly from coming out of R&D. Yeah.
The man,
so good.
I'm the man himself. I'm the man. I'm going to talk now. It feels so good to be in the Santa Monica restaurant, my favorite restaurant. It feels so good to be out of my prison. Yeah.
They called it a prison. Oh my gosh. And, so, we were going to talk about, illegal weed isn't the boon small business thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay. Sure. Everyone's lining up. The drop in retail prices.
Do you know what I think though? Because I also read an interesting article that was talking about how the larger farms saturated the market purposefully to destroy the smaller farms. And they're the ones basically controlling the pricing right now.
Sure.
And that makes
sense. An article
about,
it's about Washington. And, so, they, it's like $8. The average price per gram in Washington State is $8.
Yeah.
And, they're not, a researcher with the Rand Corporation, right? What? How would,
why are they involved?
Why would the Rand Corporation be researching the price of weed?
That's
a story into itself. Like, that doesn't even sound...
Yeah.
What? A think tank in Santa Monica is researching the price of Washington weed. What? There's a quote from Stephen Davenport, a researcher with the Rand Corporation. The average price per gram in Washington is about $8, and it's not clear where the floor is going to be. So it's just it's starting to being treated like a stock, like the stock market, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Producers in September of last year were getting an average wholesale price of $2.53 a gram.
Oh God!
Right.
Brutal. Oh.
The retail price was $7.45.
Yeah.
The year previous to that, the price was $12.32 a gram. This is retail.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it's dropped to below $8. I mean, we experience this,
Sure.
directly. Like, you just, every time a new market opens up, regardless of whether there's, like gray market interstate commerce or not, the price is it's gonna drop because there's an overabundance. Like everyone's growing so much. So, I mean, that's just kind of a natural thing that happens, but no one seems to like want to, like recognize it I guess, or.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just think realistically, this is the worst possible time to be getting into the marijuana business. Starting
Sure.
2-3 years ago, it was just a bad time.
Right. Oh, this is interesting. Like, so this is okay. So this is quote here from I don't know who is this guy. I don't know who the guy is. If you look elsewhere in the article, but basically this person says that you can grow all the THC consumed in the entire country on less than 10,000 acres. Right? The common size for a Midwest farm. The common size for a Midwest farm is 1,000 acres. This is like a. What would happen if a pot farm could be as large as a wheat or cornfield?
Yeah.
According to this author, 10 reasonably sized farms could conceivably produce the entire country's supply of marijuana.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, there's the issue. Like, it's a large, like, niche market.
Yes.
Right. And, there's just not enough demand for the amount of product that's out there.
Right.
Regardless.
Right.
Like, and it's only going to be more and more and more product that demand is not going to keep up with, so prices are going to continue to just fall, and that will normalize over time. Like, weed will just be like a lot less expensive, and that will be the norm. Yeah. But it's not going to be the big money maker that people, think that, it should be, I guess should be. I don't know, like, or once was, but that was all on the black market. I mean, 20 years ago, when I was, growing in Northern California.
Yeah.
Two other guys and me, we grow 2 pounds every 45 days.
Yeah.
And that would gross us $5,000 a pound, or $10,000 like every 2 months on 2 pounds.
Yeah.
And that's weed is not $5,000 a pound anymore. You're lucky to get 1,000.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. So
it's bad right now. It's really bad.
Yeah, I guess, but I think I guess that's what was supposed to happen.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, you could find ways to. I mean, I guess you could find ways to somehow be profitable, but like, I can't think of any way to really do that unless you just grow shitty weed and sell it on the street.
I mean, in my mind, I think that if you had a whole setup already where you had distribution all figured out and marketing all figured out prior, like people like Jungle Boy, who have, their own market going and their own collective and their own grows and their own, concentrate labs. They've got it all set already. That's
how they do
different.
it. Yeah. Right. Treat it more like a, what would you call it? Like a full shop, like you own everything. And so your profit margins are lower, but you have a good volume and continued sales, so there's always cash flow and you have and it's varied, so you're making money
and it's your own product that you've marketed, and it's your own strains that you've created. So therefore, regardless of price everywhere else, you can still make the same fucking money. It doesn't matter. People will still come for that product and that specific strain and flavor.
Yeah. Sure. It's like like any market, like like cars, for instance, right? There's like cheap cars and there's really expensive cars, and there are less of the obviously less Bentleys are sold than Toyotas, but
they still sell.
Both companies are still in business.
Sell.
Sure.
The point is that they still sell, and that's the point. And there'll always be a market for that specific type of car. There'll always be people who want to buy something expensive and feel sexy in their car.
Right. And I think technology is coming into play a lot, because there's you've got marijuana water, right? And or crystallized THC that that nobody can make unless you have hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment.
Exactly. Yeah.
So some small business they can't compete with that. They can't produce that product. And and then there are licensing issues, too, of course. Like they're like you can't like in Washington.
Here's the deal.
Like in Washington there's only there are like 1,000, it says there's 1,000 Washington companies with active licenses that will allow them to produce edibles.
Yeah.
In the last 12 months, only 74 companies sold an edible out of the 1,000. Because
that's crazy.
The five largest edible producers were responsible for 51.15% of the $38 million in edibles sold in those 12 months.
Right.
The top 20 edible producers accounted for 91% of the edibles during that time period. So, there's definitely people making money, but it's just like anything else. It's the big company squeezing out the little guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was of course that's going to happen. People were scared.
Of course.
Prior to legalization, that's exactly what would happen, and of course it is because they have the capital to not worry about losing money. They don't have to worry about losing money. They can just keep producing. Look at a company like Amazon.
Yeah,
they didn't make money for 15 years.
Yeah,
and they're still barely profitable.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I don't think Facebook is profitable. Certainly a lot of these tech companies aren't profitable, but they have market valuation. So they have this intrinsic value that is recognized. So even though the company itself doesn't make money, the people that work there do. Because all of the revenue they get is they don't really care about their bottom line because it's not that important to them.
No. It's rather a long-term monopoly game, actually. It's sort of like you buy Mayfair and you sit on it, even though it's worth nothing right now. Inevitably, when everyone else dies, because you've held Mayfair, and everyone else has died from paying the rent that you have, you win.
Right. That's it. That is it.
Oh well. I tried to get into that industry. I did my best. We tried very hard. I really am sort of bitter about it all at the moment, but my mother lost everything, so.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
That's it.
Yep. Anyway, Marcus, I think we should end now because I need to urinate.
Yeah, we've been talking for an hour and 15 minutes. And that's,
cool, man.
Yeah, and then, alright, so we've done it. We've done the first part.
Fucking epic, Marcus.
And we'll get better and better at it.
Yep.
And, so, yeah, by tomorrow I should have a rough idea of what this looks like. And,
cool.
I have an optometry appointment tomorrow.
Okay.
That's the other reason I wanted to, do this at 11, because I realized I had an appointment. So.
Right.
Yeah, if maybe if not tomorrow, but because I'm off Wednesday during the day too, so I'm gonna just see what we've got, and I need to find the right editing file. So yeah, we did our inaugural version of the V2V podcast, and it's in the books.
So cool. So cool.
So cool. We'll do this every week.
How long?
This is cool.
I mean, how long have we been talking about this, though? For real. Radio Venice,
Oh,
it's kind of what we wanted. It's kind of what we wanted, man.
It is.
It
is. And so what we can do with this, I know you have to go, but what we can do is have the whole thing, and then we can have also the chopped up segments for each topic too. And
yeah.
The next time we do this, we can have more of a cheat sheet about and more an agenda for each one of us, or we could share it.
Yeah.
That would be cool, so we can better stay on the specific topic. But this was cool. This was fine. All right.
Cool, Marcus. Okay, man. Love you.
All right. Love you too, brother.
Go ahead, brother.